Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Joyful Artistry, and I'm here today to make some little notepads. I'm cleaning up my desk after a project, and I have all kinds of little scrap paper and little bits and pieces that are left over. I went and grabbed a little pile of fabric, and I thought I would just show you guys how I make my little notepads. I'm going to grab a little bit of vintage doily that I'm going to cut apart and put on. Here's some more that I can also use with this. So the first thing I do is I kind of separate my papers kind of on the size. These are a little long, delicate. This is about the same width as that one. These are a little thinner. So I just take my papers and I just try to put them in little piles that are the same width usually, because you can always trim them down. Yeah, I think these could all go in this pile here. And then I've got a thin pile. I'll just leave those up there. These are a little bit thinner. This is a little scrapbook paper. This is some ledger paper and all kinds of different bits and pieces. Doesn't matter to me what way my word goes or my music goes. It's this a little bit thin, it's a little shorter. Okay, and we have these. Oops, here's some of these. Put these ones up there. A little thinner ones here. Yeah, those are about the same size. These ones are a little bit thicker. I mean wider. I don't mean thicker. This is scrapbook paper and regular paper. This one is going to have to be, I just want to make sure you're in looking to see if you're in the frame. These ones are wider. Go there. And as I'm separating them, I'm just kind of thinking about what size do I want my notebooks. This is a little bit big. That over there. I'm going to be able to make a whole bunch, I think, today. Put that one like that. Can go up there. I don't really want to make any of them any thinner. I want to really use the size that I have. I can use that with that. And look at these. These are all nice wider width. And then I think these are all wider widths. And these are regular pieces of music paper. These are, and then these are just large pieces. I'm not going to use the large ones. I'm not going to use these. These are pretty crispy. They will fall apart pretty easily. So I'm going to take these and just set them off to the side. So I have some little thin ones here. Put those up there. That's kind of thin. Let's just go back through here. And then what I'll do is I'll see, yeah, these are, yeah, this one's pretty crispy. It's not going to stay well. So I'm going to just get rid of that one. So let's just, I'm going to make these a little bit, I'm going to separate them a little bit more. These are all about the same length. Okay, so I have these are a little longer. These are longer. These are a little bit thinner than this here. We've got these ones. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now we're going to set these off to the side like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this little pile here. And I will kind of separate these out a bit. I'm going to put kind of, I like to mix up what we have. Some plain, some lined, it's a little shorter. This little guy here. That folded well. This one I'm just going to go right over the top. I got a nice little pile going here. That's thinner one. Just off to the side. And these just make nice little tucks. You can put these right in your journals. I think they make a nice little extra place to journal, or using all of these different types of papers, people can rip them off and use them for collaging in their journals. So I've seen people do that too, which is great. So I'm gonna, and you can see that you've got different lengths down here, which is awesome. Gives it some, you can kind of see what's in there. So this is one. I'm not sure how many I have. I like the feel of the thickness. So I'm going to move to creating another one. So I'm going to set this off to the side. And then got all these littler ones here. Let's see what we could do with these. So this one, is this one folded in half? This one's folded in half. I'm going to fold this in half, and we'll fold this one in half. Because I don't want them too tall, because then they'll stick out of the top of the journal. Let's see, what do we have here? I'll put this one towards the back. It's a little bit longer. And I'm going to fold this one over. This is from a grade book, which I think is kind of cool. So that's a little bit, it's a little too short, I think, for this one. This one feels a little bit too big. And I'm going to go back to these here. So we've got this one, this lined paper towards the back. Let me see if I have, make sure this one is a little straighter. Kind of stagger those on the front. And the little ones, maybe I'll throw some of these on the front here so that we can see that there's different heights of the papers. I don't want them hidden in the middle, I guess. Yeah, I think I like that. So this feels good. I'm going to do, that's a second one. Then we have this here. These, I'm going to fold these ones over, and we're going to take a few of these. There's no rhyme or reason. I just like using up my scrap pieces. I don't want them to go to waste. I can save them and use them later, but I can tell you I am, oh, you know what? I'm going to just fold this one a little bit. Not all the way. I don't like saving them for later. So this one has a stamp on it. It's kind of fun. Because I will not go back to get them. I will not, you know, I had a whole bin of like bits and pieces, and I just didn't end up going back for them and using them. So put this on here like this. Actually, I could do it. I'm going to save that one. This has a little washi tape on it, which I think is kind of fun. You can see that. I want to put this farther. Maybe I'll put this like right in the middle. I can do that. Or I can just tuck it right up in here. Though that's a little short. Set that off to the side for now. You know, you don't always end up using everything. Although I do want a little more. Let's see what's in this pile. Let's grab a couple pieces from here. I want to put this on the top like this. I like that, but I'll put a few of these in the middle of this one. I love my coffee stained paper, using that. I love the different stainings on the different pages. A little bit here and a little bit here. And then let me see how this feels, if it feels thick enough. Oh yeah, isn't that awesome? Doesn't that look great? All the different types of papers that are used there. These are a little bit big. Yeah, these ones. Well, you know what we could do? We could do a squatty one, right? A little squatty one. So we've got 3 ready to go. Okay. I'm going to fold these over. And I'm going to show you how we put them together. Now you can use different things. You could poke holes and put thread through them if you want to, or yarn, or cording. So this is this way. I am going to make this a little bit thinner. Okay, got that. I have that. That one. Okay, put this one this way. It's going to be a cute one, you guys. This one's going to be a little squatty one. I'm going to just take a bit off of the edge of that. Put over there. This may end up going in this one as well. So many cute ones, huh? So many cute ones. It's a little crispy. I don't know if that's going to stay, but I'm going to tear this in half and use it like this in here. This feels too long to me for this one. So what if we do this? Fold it up, and we'll fold this one up, and that'll be, look at that, making it work, right? Making it work. I have this one. I think I'll do the same thing. Okay. Okay, so we've got a nice little pile here. I'm going to just set these guys. And, I'm just shooby-dooby-doo. Okay. Did I just pull some out of there? No. Okay. Nope, that's one pile. There's another pile. Okay. All of these can go right up here. So we took this whole big pile, you guys, and we we're turning them into little notebooks that we can use in our journals. Or we could give as gifts if we wanted to. Like this. I'm just going to grab a little bit here, a little bit there. This one's a little short, but I think I'm going to go with it right now. This one's folded in half. See what happens. See how we like that. Okay. Go on here. This can go back here. I may have to move a few things around. Oh, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be a great size, you guys. Put this on here. Oh, this is nice and chunky. This feels great. That. all the music and the Bible verses, the Bible pages. And here we go. We got a nice little chunky one. Okay. So we have 5 out of that whole pile. We're going to make 5. All right. And I think I'm just going to leave this little pile for right now. Yeah, we should just make it, right? Because will I come back? That's the question. Will I come back? Oh, we'll just some of these on here like this. And we'll just keep taking these, and this is vintage ledger paper there. And we'll just add to the front and the back. Some of those are a little small. That's a little too small to use, I think. Let me set these off to the side. These feel a little tiny. But you never know. I might change my mind and say, hey, I want to use those. Okay. A little bit here in the back, some in the front. Okay, I'll take a couple of those and add to the ones on the other side. These are short. These are a little short. Yeah, I don't want to use those on there. They might be able to just tuck those into that one there. I like that. All right, so let me see. I'm just going to fiddle around here a little bit with these. And these little short ones. I think they'll be okay. I was trying to get them all a little bit more the same size, but I think they'll be okay. This one could use a little more bulk in it. I think. Maybe we can use, yeah. What if we stagger these, right? These will be great. Oof. Oh, don't want to not use that. This one's a little long. We'll put that one in. Yeah, that's too long. Okay. All right, you guys. I think we're there. I'm going to just leave those. I'm going to leave these. Is there a thin one in here? I don't think so. Yeah, I'll leave those. So that great big pile, we got down to this. So we're going to grab a little bit of fabric. I love pink, so I think we'll start with a little bit of pink. And just rip that. Rip a little bit here. And all I'm making is a little rectangle that will go over the top like this. Move my things out of the way. So we've got it just, it's going to come over the top like this. Let's straighten this guy out. So we're going to just do a little sewing. Whoops, my machine just came unplugged. Just plug it back in. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find the end. There's the end, right there. You just make sure you can see. Perfect. Okay, so, and I'm going to use a zigzag. And then, so we'll just do, woo, my machine. Put a little zigzag there. And then we'll take a little bit of embellishments, add that, and a nice little button. just pull a few buttons out. There we go. So I'm going to glue that on, and now we have a nice little notepad ready to go in our journals. Now I use a lot of pink, so I have no problem putting a color on. Yep. Okay. If you wanted to, you could put a little stamp on here. That always looks nice. Let me get rid of that. That's what I use for sanding, you guys. All right, so we've got that one. Here's a little bit bigger. I have this fabric here. Yeah, so let's, yeah. So I'm just gonna tear this like this, and then get all those fuzzies off, right? And just gonna take a little bit off here, like this, and then we're going to, it still feels a little bit too long. I just want it, did I do it the wrong way? Is it wide enough? There we go. I think that looks great like that. Wait, let me do this. Sorry. Because it doesn't have a ripped edge in the front. Oh, look at, okay. So we've got all of our papers together. We're gonna, and all we're doing is sewing. Okay. Sorry, my machine's not plugged in all the way, so it's doing I don't know why it won't stay plugged in. You know, the joys of having a machine that is super old. Okay, so this is a little flower. It's on a ribbon. I have a stamped word that says pray. Oh, I love it just like that. So let's put a little glue. We'll glue it down. And then you've got another little notepad ready to go. You can add words to the top if you want. Okay. I'll make sure I'm not putting it on upside down. Oh, and I want to make sure that I can read pray. So number 2, so this one and this one, okay? Now, what we'll do is, let me look in my little bucket here. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So we're gonna take this little one here. And now I just grabbed a little bit of lace. And all we're gonna do is sew along the top with the piece of lace. Just, so these really, you use whatever's on your desk. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to grab what's on my desk, use what's here. And look at that. So easy. And this can be torn apart. Let's see. We've got this one here. So we'll pick up all the bits that go with this. This here is part of a dress, a vintage crocheted top of a dress. I don't know if you can tell, but this is the armhole and this is part of the neck. I have no problem lobbing bits off and giving them a repurpose because nobody's going to use that. So why not repurpose it and use it in our journals? This has a stain on it. But I kind of like the edging, like how the edging is sort of ruffled here. So I'm going to put that on there and then grab, so this is a vintage pillowcase here. I'm just going to, it tears so nicely. and it likes to tear in a specific direction. Okay, I'll just take my time. Oh, okay. All right. I just want to put layers here. Want to do that. What else do I have on my desk? I'm just pulling stuff that's on my desk, you guys. I have this little piece here. And okay, guys, pray that I do not run out of bobbin thread. So I'm just, if you wanted to, you could pin it. I'm not one for pinning. I usually use my fingers to guide it. And this is all bits and pieces I have on my desk. Other than the fabric, I did grab the fabric from my fabric bin. Okay, and then we're going to add, I don't know if I want, oh, look at that one. I like that on there. Whoops. So we have, I want to add the button. Do I want to add the button? Trying to see what else is just sitting around on my desk. I have a little ruffle. Oh, look at that, you guys. I'm going to glue a little ruffle on there because I like that gold with the sun-bleached Bible page. It almost looks like a little bow on here, you know? Once you put that. Whoop. And there we have 3 little pads done. No time at all, right? Just no time at all. Okay, so I'm going to, I love this fabric. I want to use this little fabric here. I absolutely love it. Let's just do that. And all these little bits and pieces that are left over go in my bits and pieces jar. Okay. Here we go. So actually, I'm not so crazy about the pink here with these colors. I think I'll save that for something else. I might go with, I do like the blue stripe, so we'll try that. And this, oh, isn't that adorable with the little stripe? So let's sew that one on. And then we've got a little blue one we can pull. We don't need to embellish all of them. Not all of them will need it. This one I had a little blue button I saw that I thought would be adorable on here. So let's grab this little, okay, where's my, I think we will do a little bit of this here. Okay, this has a little hole in it. I love that. Let's use a little bit of the pillowcase. Put our little guys on straight here. You know, you can always glue it down if you wanted to, and then sew it. Put a little bit of something that will hold it. And there's no problem with that. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna glue just a little bit of this on and the little button. I think that'll be adorable, you guys. Yep. Look at that. And then let's put a little bit of something on there. Okay. And these are great, you guys. All these little things. So let's see what we made out of that big stack of paper. We move my sewing machine out of the way. Out of that big stack of paper. And we ended up with just this little bit left. Isn't that great? I'll leave it to collage with on my table. But we made all of these. Aren't they cute? All these little, I just think they're adorable. So I just think they're great. I totally appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment and do that. If you liked it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave me one. So thanks a lot for being here. Take care. Bye.